Welcome to Lake Fun News. Today on the broadcast, I've got my special guest, an 11-year-old black lab named Skid. This is my number one camping buddy, so today we thought we'd talk to you about how to choose a campsite. Number one, you want it to be flat. You don't want a spot where you're going to be downhill. Number two, erosion. You can look around for heavy rain. If it's rained there in the past, there might be signs of water going through, and you definitely don't want that going through your tent at night. Number three, dead tree limbs above. Any dead tree limbs could be shaken loose by wind and fall on your tent or fall on you and your other campers. Right, Skid? Yeah, that's very scary. And then, whenever you sleep at night in your tent, if you do have a slight incline, you don't want to sleep with your head downhill because all the blood could rush to your head, and that's no good at all. Then you want to look for possible flooding in the area if you're near a body of water like a lake. And if the water has been up there before, you might be able to see some flooding debris and trees, and that would let you know water's been there in the past. Finally, we've got the lake campsite camping 6 W's. Number one is wind. You want to put the narrow side of your tent towards the water. Number one, you can get a view out of the screen door when you wake up in the morning if you leave it going. Number two, it leaves less surface area for the wind to hit, because whenever you're by the wind, sometimes straight line winds can come off of the lake and blow over your tent. And you definitely don't want that. It makes Skid really nervous whenever wind blows on the tent on the broadside of it. Finally, you got water. Look for standing water. Mosquitoes will definitely get in there. Dogs can get heartworms from mosquitoes, so make sure during the summer you're keeping them up to date on their heartworms. Number three, check the weather before you go. No camping trip can be good if there's going to be 3 inches of rainfall during it. Number four, wild animals. If you've got a dog like Skid, you don't have to worry about raccoons and possums coming out and taking your food from the campsite, but they're very good at it. If you leave anything around, bacon grease or anything, then they will be there and they will take it from you. And finally, wood. Skid likes a good campfire, and so do I. So, you get your book of kayak lantern heads, lake camping stories, and then find a campsite that has some wood so that you can go through and have a cozy campfire. And finally, willingness. You never want to camp on private property without having permission. So that does it for Lake Fun News for today. Hang out for a little bit, and we're going to get you right to your lake levelology. Say goodbye, Skid. Goodbye, Skid.